Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is Friday, July 22nd. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Caitlin Nuclo. We've got a lot to cover today, but first, we want to send it over to meteorologist Melissa Cole in the Weather Center. She gives us an update on that early weather warning weather alert that we have. Still pretty hot out there, Melissa.
Absolutely, Caitlin. Yeah, we're going to be climbing up into the mid-90s today. The only good news is that the humidity will be a little lower today, but tomorrow and Sunday will be cranking again, and that's why the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory with heat index values between 95 and 105. So it's going to get really steamy around here for the weekend. So especially Sunday, that's the peak. But tomorrow you'll notice the humidity increasing after a little break today. That'll cause heat index values between 95 and 100. On Sunday, oppressive humidity, heat index values 95 to 105. We've had 11 days in the 90s so far this season, 3 in May, 2 in June, 6 in July. We're going to tack on another one today, another one Saturday, Sunday, and if the front stalls, maybe even Monday, but we're hoping the front makes it through here and we start to break the heat on Monday. 39 90-degree days in one season is our record. That was in 2020. Pinpoint Doppler is scanning around clear this morning. No issues with any precipitation. We did have some severe thunderstorms yesterday afternoon. Maybe you were caught in the path of some of them. We were noticing them kind of developing just over the Connecticut border into New York, and they strengthened as they moved on in. And we did have some damage reports, especially trees down, things like that. But some much needed rain also fell, which was good news for some. Futurecast here does show that we have a mainly sunny day out there for you today. That sunshine is going to heat things up quickly. We should touch 90 by about noontime today. And notice we will see some clouds moving in this evening, and there's a little disturbance that tries to swing on through here, but it basically fizzles before it really makes it into Connecticut. So if you have outdoor plans this evening, maybe a spotty shower moving on through, but I think for most of us, we will not be impacted by any rain. And then for the day tomorrow, we are looking at mostly sunny conditions once again. 69 in Willington. That's your current temperature. Also feels like 69. East Hartford 77 with a feels like temperature of 81 at this early hour. West Haven 77 feels more like 82 with a little bit of humidity in the air. And Storrs right now 75 feeling more like 79. So we're shaping up for another hot day. Beaches will likely be busy. 72 degrees right now in Waterbury with calm winds overhead. A fair amount of sunshine. Bright up at the airport in Windsor Locks, 76 degrees, and your forecast highs for the day today will be topping out in the 90s, about 95 in Hartford, Middletown, 92 today in New Haven and Chester, 94 in Willimantic and Putnam. Lows tonight in the 70s, 72 for you in Hartford, 70 in Waterbury, 70 in Norwich, and 71 in Chester. Here's your early warning 7-day forecast. Weather alerts in effect for Saturday and Sunday with that high heat index value over 100 degrees, especially on Sunday. Monday, we break the heat with a cold front approaching. That will bring us some showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday and Wednesday are more tolerable with highs in the middle to upper 80s. And on Thursday, another disturbance could bring us a few more showers and storms. That is your latest forecast. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Melissa, thank you. In the wake of Roe v. Wade getting overturned, Senators Chris Murphy and Richard Blumenthal are now calling for more family planning funding. They want their colleagues in the Senate to funnel federal dollars into Title X programs for reproductive care. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Audrey Russo has the details.
If the Expanding Access to Family Planning Act were to pass, it would provide $500 million in mandatory funding for Title X services for the next 10 years. It would protect access to birth control, cancer screenings, and HIV tests. And it would require that pregnancy counseling include information about all of a person's options, including foster care, adoption, and abortion. The concern around birth control access has been reignited following the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Justice Clarence Thomas indicated that other landmark decisions, like the right to contraceptives, could be reconsidered too. Democrats say they're now scrambling to codify these rights into law before Republicans can introduce legislation, stripping them away.
A radical Republican-stacked Supreme Court erased precedent and privacy by overthrowing Roe v. Wade. This paves the way to what Mitch McConnell and Republicans in Congress want to do, what they have said they will do, to ban abortion nationwide. Nationwide ban. In doing so, they put even more of our cherished freedoms on the chopping block, including the right to contraception.
For Channel 3 Eyewitness News, I'm Audrey Russo.
Legislation protecting the right to birth control. 8 Republicans signed that, but it's unlikely to get bipartisan support in the Senate. As the separate Expanding Access to Family Planning Act, the senators will make their push for the bill's passage at 11:45 this morning. Well, in Wolcott, police are searching for a man who attacked a woman and carjacked her on her own property. Barbara Manning tells us she thought her husband was walking into her garage, but she was met instead with a man who pushed her down and then took off in her 2022 Chevy Trailblazer. He can be seen here on the neighbor's surveillance cameras just a few moments before the attack, walking down Grove Avenue. Fortunately, the woman was not hurt. Wolcott police were able to find her car abandoned in Waterbury just a short time later.
He left DNA. He does, he wasn't wearing gloves or anything. His fingerprints were all over it. So as soon as we were able to match that up, we should be able to identify him. I'm just very happy that the woman was not injured. She didn't get hurt, so she luckily.
She was shaken up, though, that's for sure. She'll get her car back, but if you recognize the suspect in that video, call Waterbury police. We're still following that horrific story in New London this morning. A sailor is in jail after admitting to murdering a woman and then setting a house on fire with a baby inside. We first brought this story to you as breaking news yesterday morning. When asked why he did it, 23-year-old George Dodson told investigators the following, quote, "Jealousy. We opened up our relationship and she found another man she loved more, and I could not stand the thought of it, so I killed her." According to court documents, Dodson admitted to the killing with a hammer and a knife. A 1-year-old baby was in the house as well. At the time of the fire, the baby was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police are not identifying the victims or saying how they knew each other. We first showed you this video about a month ago, and later this morning, the man accused of assaulting a child in Deep River, as you see here, will be in court. Jamison Chapman is facing 3rd-degree assault, risk of injury to a child, and 2nd-degree breach of peace charges. He was arrested back on June 27th after berating an 11-year-old boy and throwing him off his bike. The child's family believes the assault was racially motivated, and they're calling for hate crime charges as well. Thanks for tuning in to Eyewitness News this morning. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Have a great day.